All right, so my name is Chee. For those who don't know, we do this call Wednesdays and Sundays. This is new members, and this is also an opportunity calls. You can invite other people to get on. This is my wife, Kristy. And a quick backstory, we looked into foreign exchange, heard about it a few years ago. The platform was like $28,000. And then we were like, no, we don't want to pay that. And then about 3 months ago, one of my good friends from college introduced me to Kai, and then Kai had us. We jumped on one of the recruiting opportunity calls, and then we signed up after. And like I said, that's all she wrote. All right, so we're here now, and what we're going to be doing tonight is giving you guys an introduction to Forex trading, what it is you're actually signing up for those who are looking to get into the platform, and those who are already in this thing, for you to know what it is that you're actually getting for your money. All right, so with that, without further ado, we'll go ahead and jump right up into this. Before we do so, let's go ahead and read the disclaimer, and then we'll take it from there.
Right. We make every effort to accurately represent these services, just can't guarantee that you'll earn any money, as it depends on you, the person using the product, services, ideas, and techniques provided, and you are responsible for all taxable responsibilities.
All right, excellent, excellent. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
All right, so this here.
On the agenda, we're going to talk about what is Forex, what are the basics of Forex trading, and how you can start making money in the platform. 2 ways.
All right, so let's go ahead and get this going. And hold on here, guys. All right, there it is. Slide would move here for a second. All right, so this is introduction to Forex, an opportunity call, like we said earlier. And so what is Forex? Let's start with the basics of that. Forex stands for foreign exchange. It's actually a $6.8 trillion financial market. It's actually the biggest market in the world. It's kind of like the stock market, but except it's with currency. So you have countries that trade money, and banks that trade money, and you have day traders who actually work for major corporations, and they trade within those companies with other companies and stuff like that. So that's an example of like a foreign exchange. As a matter of fact, I'll do you one better. If you've ever traveled to another country and you had to exchange currency for the local currency, when you got there, you just did a foreign exchange transaction. So just imagine doing that, but more on a global scale. So that's pretty much what happens in the Forex market. Now, there's my mom used to say there's some truth to all rumors, and there's this rumor that's been going around for years about what the banks do with your money. And so we never really knew exactly what the banks did with your money or your 401ks and stuff like that. Well, now we know. So the banks take your money, and overdraft fees and all those fees they charge you, and they take that money and they put it into the Forex market and they trade off of it, and they make millions of dollars. Okay, so that's what they actually do. I'm going to show you guys the power of Forex education, the power of money, and how it actually works, and how the rich really get rich and how they stay rich. Okay, all right. So let's start off here. What are the basics of Forex trading? One of the first things that you want to learn is the currency pairs, right? So if you're traveling, for example, if you travel to LA, the airport code is LAX. If you travel to Atlanta, you'll know it's ATL. Or you're traveling to DC, is DCA. So you familiarize yourself with airport codes because you travel there a lot. Well, if you're going to be doing Forex currency trading, it's important to know the currency pairs. So most of us know USD is US dollars, EUR is the euro dollar, JPY is the Japanese yen, GBP is the British pound, CHF is the Switzerland franc, CAD is the Canadian dollars, AUD is Australian dollars, and NZD is New Zealand dollars. Now there are some other currencies around the world, but these are the major ones that we actually trade. Um, and the beautiful thing about it is that there's power in money. So it's actually learning exactly how all this is all tied together. Most of us, we trade our talents for money by going to work every day, right? You put your 40 hours in and then you get a paycheck. Well, what Forex is going to show you and teach you is that you have to understand that money works for you. We've always heard some of those rumors about you make money in your sleep kind of thing. Well, you can literally do that by trading. You're putting a trade in for the night, going to bed, and wake up in the morning, and that trade has made you money. Okay, so when we talk about Forex trading itself, what we mean is that we trade leverage money to generate money. We trade cents for dollars. We make money within seconds, minutes, or hours, depending on the trade itself. The beautiful thing about trading is that with technology now, you don't need to just be sitting at your desk like you do at a job. You can be anywhere in the world, just as long as you have an iPad, a smartphone, laptop, some kind of electronic device, and you have Wi-Fi and the internet, you can trade. All right. And the market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, once you do currency and indices. And if you're into cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, you can actually do that 24/7. So that's a beautiful thing. So there's always trading going on in the market. So you always have time to make money. And the key to trading itself is that you want to maximize your wins so that you rarely lose, and you'll learn when to buy, when to sell, and when to do nothing. And that's important because when we say maximize your wins, we really mean maximize your profits. Okay, this is not Vegas. All right, this is not slot machines. All right, we're not going to gamble. We're going to learn how money works. We're going to learn how to trade, and we're going to be profitable. And that's what we're here to do. All right. So now that we learned the currency pairs, we kind of understand a little about what the trade is and understanding maximizing the wins. We want to know how the market works. Well, the first thing you got to know is terminology. And so when you hear something, the buy market, right? We understand buy means the prices are going up or it's rising. Well, we call that a bull market. All right. So if you think about a bull's horns, the horns going up, that's a bull market. If you ever, people who do a lot of stocks and stock market stuff, you'll hear that, and you probably didn't know what that means. So now you know. A bull market means it's a good market, it's going up. All right, when the market prices are falling down, it's a bear market, right? Like bear claws. So think about a bear, a grizzly bear, and the paws are going down, right? It's a bear market, or a bear cupboard, right? And you ain't got a lot of food in the house, it's bear. So think about terminologies like that. So you'll be able to familiarize yourself with how this works. So a bull market is good when prices are going up and you're buying, and when you're selling, market prices are falling down. It's a bear market. All right. So when you actually look into doing any kind of foreign exchange trading, one of the first things you must do is you must have a brokerage account. Okay. And so most people don't know what a broker is. So you're probably seen the commercials and didn't realize it, but E-Trade, that's a broker company. TD Ameritrade, that's a broker company. We use Hugo's Way, LQDFX, and there's a plethora of other ones out there. But the key to it is that you have to open a brokerage account, and then you, once you open a brokerage account, you generate that money into a wallet called MT4, Metatrader 4. And then you actually trade on that platform, that software, Metatrader 4, and then that's how you make your profits. And so once you make your profit, then you got to transfer that money from Metatrader 4 back into your brokerage account, and then from your brokerage account to your bank account. All right. So the key thing is finding a broker that's going to let you open a brokerage account with the least amount of money, and then let you withdraw your profits with the least amount of fees. Okay, that's the key to the whole thing here. And so once you understand, the process, you'll be able to do a little bit more research on what broker to use and how it actually works. So the next thing that I want to show you guys here is how we actually conduct a trade, right? So we learned about the currency pairs, we learned about the bull market, bear market, and so we know about, trading currencies. Well, you got to be able to convert it before you actually do anything. So when you actually get into a trade, the first thing you will see is something called a lot size. All right. So traditional math has taught us that 0.01 is like 1 penny. Well, in all actuality, in a foreign exchange market, you have to move the decimal one place to the right. And once you do that, that 1 penny is really 10 cents. Okay. So when you have a lot size of 0.10 that looks like 10 cents, that's really $1 because you move the decimal one place to the right. So the 1.00 that looks like a dollar lot size is really 10. The one that looks like 10 is really 100. The one's at 100 looks is really 1,000 because you're moving a decimal one place to the right. That's the key to it all. So what we're going to do real quickly here is that we're going to do this little exercise here. You guys can unmute yourselves and you can tell me the answer. So if you have a lot size of 0.30, what is the conversion to USD, to US dollars?
30.
Actually, $3. So you move the decimal one place to the right, okay? So 4.00 would be
$40.
$40. Perfect. 0.05, moving one place to the right.
5 cents.
55 cents.
That's 50 cents. All right?
Oh, 50.
No worries. All right. And 2.10 would be
$21.
$21.
All right. 12.00 would be
$120.
$120.
20. All right. And 1.50 would be
$15.
$15. Exactly. Perfect. So now, beautiful thing is all you guys have just did your first currency conversion, which is important because when you get into a trade and you see the lot size is 0.30, you're not going to think it's 30 cents. Okay, it's a huge difference, and I'll show you in a second, between 30 cents and $3 in a trade. Okay, so now that we've been able to convert it, every time you see the lot size, you must convert it so you can get the currency conversion of that. Okay, so the next thing here, we learned about the currency pairs, we learned about the trade, bull and bear market, we learned about the lot size. The next thing you'll hear whenever you're talking about foreign exchange trading is something called a pip. There's something, all these pips. Well, what is a pip exactly? Well, a pip is defined by point in percentage. That's really what a pip is, PIP, point in percentage. It's really a fraction. It's like 0.0001 of the currency. You don't have to know that. But what you do need to know is there's this little thing in here called a candlestick is where a lot of this action happens when you actually trade. So when you put in a trade, the market is moving, right? So the movement, right, of currency in the market, when it starts moving up and down, they're moving. That movement is called a pip. So when you hear people say, you know what, I'm gonna get 30 pips. Well, the market is moving up and down 30 times, right? So that's really what a pip is. Again, so when you go in to a trade, you got to know when to buy, if it's a bull market, when to sell, right? When it's falling down, it's a bear market, and when to do nothing. Sometimes you just gotta watch the chart before you jump into a trade. So this is an example of a sell trade, and what we're going to do is we're going to kind of put what we just learned together, right? We're going to put the lot size conversion, and then we're going to go ahead and convert it over, and I'll show you all that. But when you put in a trade, the first thing you must put in is something called the entry point, okay? That's when you're going into the trade itself. The next thing that you want to do after that is something called take profit. So it's an entry when you first put in a trade, something called take profit or TP, you'll hear those terms. That's when you're going to get the reward. And then, for example, this particular trade is a sell trade because it's going down. If the market decides it's going to go up and it's going to turn into a bull market, well, you don't want to lose all your money. So what we put in is what we have a stop loss. So you have two options. Either you can just take yourself out the trade manually, or once it hits a stop loss, it'll kick you out the trade automatically. All right. So we have entry when you get into a trade, take profit, and then stop loss. all right? And so your stop loss will always be the opposite of your take profit. So if you're in a sell trade, you're taking profit, the market is going down. So that means your stop loss will have to be going up. If you're doing a buy trade, that means your stop loss will have to be on the bottom, right? Because it's going in the opposite direction of how you want the trade to go. That's the best way to describe that for you guys. All right. So now let's go ahead and kind of combine a couple of those things together. So if you have a 0.10 lot size and the market moves down 10 pips, so the movement in the market is 10. Well, the first thing you got to do is convert it. So 0.10, we learned that's $1 because you moved the decimal one place to the right. And then you multiply that by 10 pips, the movement in the market. And 10 times 1 is 10. So you get a profit of $10 from a $1 trade. Now let's look at something real quickly here, because once you start getting into trading, you want to be able to calculate your risk management. Okay, that's important to do that. You want to calculate risk management. So how do I do that? Well, let's look at an example here. If you take a lot size of 0.05, which we learned when you convert it is 50 cents, and let's hear, well, once it hit my stop loss, let's say the market goes in the opposite direction, how much am I going to lose? Well, you take that 50 cents, you multiply, for example, let's have like 30 pips. We could have done it by 10, but let's just say 30 pips. You multiply 30, the movement in the market, times 50 cents, and you risk losing $15. So the trade goes the other way, you lose about $15. Well, let's just say the trade goes the way you want it to go, to take profit. You take the same 50 cents, you multiply by 90 pips, and then you get a profit of $45. So off 50 cents, you can make $45. Now you guys see what I was telling you guys in the beginning, how the banks make money off of you. Okay, by the time you put in an overdraft fee, imagine all the overdraft fees people have, and all the service fees the banks charge, and they take that money and they put it in the Forex market, right? If they just traded 50 cents and made $45, oh my gosh, this is how they're making money off of you. Now you have the power to learn how to do what the banks do. So we're going to look at the Metatrader 4 platform and just put everything together that we just learned, right? We learned about the currency pairs, the lot size, the entry points, all that stuff. All right. So this is what it looks like right here when you go into the Metatrader 4 platform, right? The software to do the actual trade. The first thing you'll see here is your currency pair, Euro to USD. The next thing you will see is a buy trade. And then right next to that, it's 3.00 lot size. Now we've learned that is not $3. Okay, that is $30 because you got to move the decimal one place to the right. So that's a $30 trade. Now this 1.12643, that is what we call our entry point. That's when you're getting in the trade. The 1.12884, that is the take profit. Next thing you'll see here is the date and time of the trade. And this nice, beautiful number that you see here is your profit. This is what you made on that trade, $723. This is real. This is this is a trader's. Just got it from a trader, and this is what this particular person made. His name is Pierre. Okay, $30 got $723 in a trade. That is somebody's salary for a week. That is somebody's check for a week. Okay, what I want to show you guys next is the total profit for the week. So Pierre did this, and so the entire week's profit, he profit $12,631.50. In his brokerage account, he had $2,002.31. So his total altogether is $14,633.81. Now, remember I told you guys in the beginning, we want to maximize your wins more so than your losses, but it does happen in the market. So here's an example of a loss. It's the same currency pair, Euro to USD, was a buy trade. 2.00 is not $2. Remember, it's $20 because you got to convert it, move the decimal one place to the right. You see the entry point, 1.13258, but the 1.13109 is that's his stop loss. okay, or when he got out the trade. The other one example I showed you with the profit, it was take profit, and he got 723. This one now, the trade kicked him out, or he actually got out manually, and he lost $298. Now let's look at the other side of that, right? I showed you a buy trade. Let's look at a sell trade. Currency pair is GBP, the pound, and USD. Did a sell trade. 7.50. It's not 7.50. $7.50. We got to convert it. Move it one decimal place to the right, and it's $75. This is a $75 trade. Entry point, take profit, date, time, and guess what? Profit was $2,047.50 off $75. That is the power of Forex trading. That's the power of currency. Okay? Beautiful thing here I want to show you guys. Remember we said maximize your wins. He had more blue. Blue is profit, red is loss. So he had more blue than red. All right? So this is not gambling. He actually went into this, read the chart, and was trying to do the best that he can, and was profitable. $2,047 on one trade is somebody's paycheck for 2 weeks. He did it in one trade. This is how the 1% makes money. This is how money makes money. Okay? So I'm going to show you guys now my results, right, when I trade. I did this one earlier in the week. So I trade every day, so I can't change it out every day on the slide. But I want to show you guys an example here. When you see US 30, US 30 is indices, okay? It's high risk, high reward. I like it. It's the profit margins are a lot bigger than the currencies. So you got to really know what you're doing, all right? But it's just like currencies. US 30 is the top 30 companies in the US. That's the Amazons, the Facebooks, the Microsoft, and all those companies. It's US 30, okay? It's an indice. So I traded that. I did a sell trade, 0.09. We know it's actually 90 cents. So on a 90-cent trade, I made like $200-something here. Can kind of see the slide a little bit here. And then the next one I did like 175, did another sell trade, made 171. And so I caught a downtrend, and what I do is what we call it, I'm a scalper. So I get in, get the trade, and get out. All right, in and out, in and out. All right, then I did a couple buy trades, sell trade, buy trades. So my total for the day was $1,001.61. That's what I made in 1 day trading. Okay, you can do the same thing. There's power in money, right? We got to know how this thing works. So the next thing I want to show you guys, it'll be great to make 12,000 in a week, like Pierre. It'd be great that we make, that we all trade and make $1,000 a day. But if you're trading, you're just starting off, you're trying to get into this thing you're learning. Now here's another trader that took, basic trades. They had a buy trade. It was $9, but they made like a $8 profit, and then the next one was $11. Next one is $16, $17, $18, and then so the total for the day was $584.89. Now I'm going to round something up for you guys here. If you were to just make $500 a day trading, right? Let's say it's 500, just doing it like this, one trade at a time. Okay, you might win some, you might lose some, but you keep trading. You got 24 hours in a day to trade. Remember that now. Okay. Now, all of a sudden, let's just do $500. If you were to do $500 a day trading, remember the market is open 5 days a week. Multiply that by 5. Now, all of a sudden, it's $2,500 in a week. You multiply that by 4 weeks. You have now made $10,000 a month off of trading. Trading just like this, making $16 a trade, $17 a trade, $18 a trade. Not even $584. Remember, I just run it up, I run it down to $500. Now, the reason why I have this house here is because, this actually is a real house. It actually is for sale, not too far from where we live. And so I did the little mortgage calculator so you guys can see if you were to put down that $10,000 as a down payment, get the mortgage, you're looking at $6,442 a month. Now, you will probably have to do a little bit more, but if you're doing $500 a day, and let's say you have a husband and wife, you know, that's 500 apiece, that's $1,000 a day trading. Okay, it's doable. If you do $250 a day and you got a spouse and they did $250 a day trading, that's $500 a day. That's still 10 grand. There is power in money. You have to understand how money works. We have to reconfigure our way of thinking when it comes to money, our way of living. I'm not saying you have to get $1 million house. What I'm saying is Forex has the power to change your life, change your lifestyle. Your kids could go to better schools. You can live in a better school district. Then you can teach the skill set to your children, to your parents, to your family and your friends. They can learn the same way you're learning, and you can break generational curses in your family's lives. Everybody learn how to trade. Guess what? You're not working in corporate America. You're not slaving in there. Right? That's the biggest pyramid scheme is corporate America. Because what you do is you'll work for 30 years, then you retire, and then your kids are right behind you. They're finishing college, and they're getting into corporate America, and they're going to work for 30 years, and then they're going to get their kids in corporate America, and they're going to work for 30 years. We have to stop working hard for money and let money work hard for us. It is a mindset that we have to change, right? That is the key to it. Now, how do we do that? How do we change all of that? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to find a platform where you can learn how to trade, okay? The one we use is Tradera. All right, Tradera is the best platform that I found that you can trade on. All right, Tradera is a financial services provider offering Forex education, trading, and training. It's founded in 2019 by two young guys. These guys are like 24 years old, Cody Sell and Easton Harris. And the headquarters is actually in Dallas, Texas. So when you join Tradera, you actually get on-demand trading education. You get trade alerts, right? You get the market analysis from the CEOs to break it down. Small study groups, so you're not by yourself. Trading strategies. Find out what works for you. Master trading techniques. We have master traders who, once you join and you get into Telegram, they'll post when they're having a live trading session. Just jump on there. Copy and paste. Watch what they do. Do the same thing they do, and you can net the same profit if you do the same trade they're doing. Once you get it, we have a great Facebook community as well as that Telegram community. Get in there. You're not alone, right? That's important. You don't want to jump in this by yourself. You want to have the educational platform and the background so you can learn this thing. Market forecasting and trade community. Learning those candlesticks, the little thing that controls everything, all those pips. Learn the candlesticks. Okay? Nothing in the world is free. But for $99 a month, you can get in this. It's not going to always be $99. I can promise you that. It's probably going to change at some point. Hopefully it never changes. But right now it is $99. I just showed you, I did trades that was more than $99 in a month. But I'll also show you that Tradera has a great referral program where you can actually get the education for free. And I think it's really important because once you start trading, you're going to start telling people. And you should tell somebody because you should empower somebody else's life, like your children, all right? Like your parents, like your friends. Empower their lives. Give them the opportunity. So once you pay your $99 and you get in, all right, you get a playbook, all right? Megan put together this great playbook that's going to walk you through what you need to do. Once you actually go through the playbook, the next thing you should do is you should get into the back office. Sign up. When you get into the back office, this is what it looks like. You log in, it'll say client, you go to where it says Trade Academy, and then you get into the back office. Start looking at some of these videos. All right? It's going to have a video about Metatrader 4. They'll have a video about setting up a demo account because you don't want to take a live account. You want to learn on a demo before you go live and start using your real money, okay? So you go in there, you learn this as asset classes, trading terminology, trading basics, trading analysis. Just go in there and start going through these videos. Some videos are longer than others. Some is so there are some videos that 8-10 minutes. Some may be longer, like an hour. All right. So once you get in there, the first week, within the first 7 days, you'll be able to set up a demo account. You'll be able to go through the back office, start looking at the back office videos. I strongly recommend that. Once you start looking at the videos, then you should go in and jump in one live master trading session just to see what they do. All right. You want to go to the videos first a little bit because you don't want to go into a live trading session and they're marking up charts and they're going over candlesticks and stuff. And you're just kind of like, where do I go? Go in the back office videos, start looking at some of those videos. And then if you're a visual learner, look at a master trader who presented their Zoom call on Telegram. So those videos, again, some of them about from 8 minutes to about an hour and a half maybe. All right. So, you know, if you can watch a movie for an hour, hour and a half, or 2 hours, you can watch a video that's going to change your life. Okay. You just got to make time for it. So I know a lot of time people work. How do you do it? Well, you may do it in increments. Some days, you know, okay, when I get off work, I'll watch 15 minutes of it. Watch 20 minutes of it until I get it. And when you get back there, some of the stuff that you're going to learn is risk management. We did a little bit of that a couple slides ago when you know risking the $15, winning the $45 in a trade. We'll show you how when you enter the market and take the trade, how to calculate that risk and reward, recognizing support and resistance, finding the trends in the market, understanding the market structure, mastering the candlesticks, right? Providing the software used for mobile and computer trading, which is Metatrader 4. Okay, we actually have someone who's actually going to do a class on that once you join in on Telegram. All right, we just shared some broker names that we use. We use Hugo's Way, LQDFX, E-Trade, TD Ameritrade. There's a few of them out there. You just kind of pick the one that you want to use, right? Tradera doesn't offer a broker for you to do that, all right? And we don't work for Tradera, all right? The traders do not work for Tradera, right? We just use Tradera as a platform to learn how to trade. And in the process of doing that, you know, you form some bonds and form some great friendships. And at the same time, you understand you're running your own business. Once you actually learn this stuff, you're right, you get back there, you're going to learn some trading strategies. You're going to figure out the best one that works for you. I figured out I didn't really like currencies as much as I like indices. So I trade on that now. I would have never known that had I not gone in there and actually learned it myself. So by week 2, right, I would strongly recommend maybe 3 currency pairs, but to be honest with you, you really should learn one so you can kind of learn how it works. Just pick one of these currency pairs just to kind of start with. You can chart it, go in the back office in the videos. That way you're not getting lost. Don't do all of them. Then you'll be all confused. Right? So by week 2, you should be really trying to get to maybe 2 to 3 live sessions. All right? Because now that you watch some videos, now you got a demo account going. Now you've actually went to one live kind of trading session. You know, you should be able to now you want to see a little bit more in action. Okay? And now you start figuring out what works for you, right? Some people sat there, you know, they do stop, you know, what is it? They put in some trade orders and some people like to set it and then wake up in the morning and let it go for hours, you know, but I'm a scalper, right? I just get in and get out. I like to see it right away. You have day traders, people who trade in the daytime, right? And then you have people who trade at night, okay? Because remember now, when we're closed here, or when it's dark or night here, it's morning in Japan or Australia or London. And there are people who get on those sessions, so they get up and they'll be trading at 3, 4 in the morning. All right, so you're going to figure out what works for you. You're going to create your own trading plan, your own strategy. And by week 3, you can actually get a live account and actually start trading. All right, but you learn at your own pace. Right? This is not a sprint. This is not a competition. It's $6.8 trillion in the market. Enough money for everybody to eat. Take your time, learn the skill set, and then you can get in there, take one trade at a time. Whatever it takes for you to do it, once you learn the skill set, you can never unlearn it. You can never unlearn once you learn it. right? It's kind of like when once you become famous, you can never become unfamous, right? It's the same strategy. Once you learn this, you can go and actually get certified as a trader, a day trader, and you can go work for one of these major companies if you want to do that. I wouldn't do that. I want to learn this and work for myself, but you can. These are some prices of some of the other platforms out there that people offer so you can learn how to trade. Again, you can Google it yourself, but based on what I've done my research and what I've looked at here, this is some of the prices that they're offering. I know when my wife and I signed up, before we had signed up years ago, they were trying to charge us $28,000 just to learn it. Why? Because like I just showed you guys, they know you're going to make money back. They know you're going to make money in trading. So they're trying to get their money from you. Don't let them, right? Tradera offers the cheapest and best platform for you to learn it. It's $99 a month, right? And then after that, once you become an independent business owner, it's just $15 a month. So remember in the beginning when I was telling you guys it was $99 a month, and I said Tradera has a way where you have a referral program and you get it for free. If you simply refer 3 people, then your membership is free, okay? You should refer 3 people. That's the key to things. You pick up the phone, get somebody in, just like you're doing this, there are other people who want to learn this as well. Do not be giving it out for free. Let them come and learn the way you're learning. Let them come get the opportunity call like you're doing, so you can get it for free. Now, I could afford to pay $99 a month. I'm sure you can, but why pay $99 when you don't have to, right? Y'all like sales when you go out to the malls and shopping online, right? We want to get the discounts. So don't pay $99 if you don't have to. Refer 3 people. When you refer 3 people, your membership is free. But then your whole goal after that is to tell those 3 people, hey, you need to get your membership free. Don't pay $99, get it for free. Well, those 3 people go out and they tell 3 people. Well, because you're the whole link to it all, Tradera pays you $125 a week, $500 a month. And then those 3 people, they go and they get 3 people, and y'all just know how, just do the math, 3, 3, 3. Then all of a sudden, you start getting residual money, $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month, $5,000, $10,000, $50,000, $100,000, and it just keeps going up and up and up. All right? It even goes up to $1 million. But those numbers scare people. I don't know why, but it does. Right? There's no limit to money. Right? You have just been taught, institutionalized by your worth being whatever it is they pay you on a paycheck. Whatever that offer letter says, well, you're going to get $30,000 a year, or $50,000 a year, or $60,000 a year. You are worth more than that. Okay? You can make more than that. You can make that in a month. You don't have to make, who says you have to make $100K in a year? You don't have to. There's no societal rule that says that. We say that because we saw custom work for working for other people. So they tell us this is what we're going to pay you. Change your mindset when it comes to money. We're breaking generational curses here. We're empowering other people. So you got to get in there. There's 2 ways to do this thing, right? If some of you guys have been on Megan's call, some of you guys don't know who Megan is, but Megan is one of the people, one of the leaders in our group who makes $100,000 a month through the residual side. She does trade. Many people don't know Megan trade. Megan does trade. She trades very little. If you're making $100K a month, you don't really have to do a lot of trading, but she knows how to trade. Okay, because that's the product that she's presenting, right? Other people might do a little different. Some people might come in, learn to trade, and then get the residual money and use that money to trade. But this is 2 different streams of income that's coming to you. This is not even trading that I showed y'all earlier. This is just residual money that's coming to you from something that you will do. You will tell somebody if you're making $12,000 a week, or I'm trading $1,000 a day, or you're making $500 a day trading, you will tell somebody. And if you say, I ain't telling nobody, your lifestyle will start to change, and people will start to ask you what you're doing. You know how people are. They'll ask you. You're going to put something on Facebook, right? How do I get people to do this? How do I get 3 people in and stuff? I heard people go through that kind of stuff. Guess what? Some of y'all got 3,000 friends on Facebook. Change your Facebook status. Tell them you're a Forex trader. I guarantee you they'll start hitting you up. It works. When you start changing your way you live, other people gonna start getting curious. They want to know what you're doing. That's human nature. You have the power to change people's lives. Do so. Use social media, right? Megan always says you got to get on your phone and call these people. Get them into this business so you can help change their lives. All right, so that's pretty much it. So what you got to do now really is get into the membership. Those who are already in, now you know the product. Those who are not, get with the person who invited you here. They'll get you signed up. They'll get you into Tradera and you can start your journey. It's important that you get in now, right? Money don't sleep, right? Rich people get rich every day. In the Forex market, whether you're a celebrity, rich people get rich every day. There are millionaires on Wall Street who are day traders and stockbrokers, and you'll never know them. That's the truth. So it's important that you understand how this is going to impact your life. You got two ways to do it. You can either start by trading and bring all these people in, or you can start bringing people in with you right away, get your 3 people for free, build it up, and then use that money for residual for trading. Okay? All right, again, guys, it goes all the way up to like $1 million a month. It's crazy, but it does. But a lot of times we don't mention that because it scares people. Don't let it scare you. You can make as much money as you want to make. I just showed you somebody making $12,000 in a week. I make $1,000 a day trading. You can make as much money as you want to make in Forex. Don't limit yourself. All right? So is there any questions? We're going to go ahead and start wrapping this up here. All right, so get 3. Let them get 3 in. You don't have to pay $99 a month. So don't worry about that. Say, get your 3 in.
And again, right now they're running a special. By November 2nd, if you get 3 within your first 7 days of being with Tradera, you get your $50 out of that $99 back that Monday.
So they'll refund you $50. So now they made it even cheaper. Guys, this is something that's amazing. You're not going to get this. They don't teach this in school. You do know that. They're not going to teach you all this in school. Why? Because everybody be doing it. Okay? That's how the 1% want to stay 1%. They don't want you to know these secrets. All right? We want to be part of that 1%.